Hey guys, welcome to my channel Sengupta's Creation. I'm your Yona Sengupta, your host and your coach, and today we will be doing the question and answers of the chapter The Story of Village Palampur. This is the first chapter of economics. In our previous class, we have done the summary or the recap of this chapter. So today we will be starting from this chapter's question and answers. So quickly, I will share my screen. I hope you can see the screen. Okay, we'll go to the this one. Okay, so the first question here is given in the form of a you know a table. Okay, it is given in the form of table. If you can't see, should I off my video? Okay, I'll off it. So now what is it written? What do we need to find? Every village in India is surveyed once in 10 years during the census, and some of details are presented in the following format. Fill in up the following based on information on Palampur. The first one is location, second is total area of the village, and third is land use in hectares, obviously, and number fourth is facilities. Okay, so these are the four factors which or the information on Palampur. Okay, let's see what do we get. So the first thing, what do we get here? The first thing here is about the cultivated land. There is cultivated land, it is irrigated or unirrigated. You need to write. And in another column there is written land not available for cultivation, area covering dwells, roads, ponds, grazing ground, which is 26 hectares. So these are the things, right? So the answer for this, how many hectares will be in the cultivated land? It is the irrigated part. Tell me, it will be very easy. Yes. So it will be 200. So when you write in your exams or anywhere, please write it in hectares, not only age, not only the abbreviations. Okay, 200 hectares. Okay, next one is, it is written unirrigated. The cultivated land in the unirrigated part is what? It is, we actually don't know. Okay, we actually don't know this. If it is unirrigated, so how will we know, right? These line means that we don't know still. Now here comes the facilities, about the facilities. The first one is about the educational. What facilities does in the educational, like educational, you know gives education gives in one high school and two primary schools. That is the, for example, a primary school named, for example, tulip hall, right? It is a primary school. Another primary school is in any school you will see, there is high school and junior school. Junior school is also primary school. Okay. And one high school, only one, which is for the higher education, which is till 12, you can say, right? So the answer, I'll write it down. This is the answer. Next is medical. Now, in medical, there is one private dispensary, one primary healthcare center run by the government. These are some of the, medical facilities that are given in actually the Palampur. Okay, it's in Palampur. We are reading about Palampur, so it will be in Palampur. Okay, write it down here. I'll just, it's easier. So I hope you can see here. Okay, so done. Next, we move on to market. Next, we move on to market. Next, in market, in Palampur, what is the status of market? There are only two markets, two big markets, Raiganj and Shahpur. Now, you might be asking, where is Raiganj? In the first, at the beginning, very beginning of the chapter, we have learned that Raiganj is a very big village which is 3 kilometers away from Palampur. Okay, and all way the road connects to the village of Raiganj and further on to the nearest small town, Shahpur. The small town here is Shahpur. We have learned this, right? So this road connects this Raiganj, a very big village, and a small town, Shahpur. So these so we get only two. So we get only two here, two markets. First is Raiganj and then Shahpur. Now comes here is the electricity supply. Now, in Palampur, most of the houses have electricity connections. Now, electricity powers all the tubes in the fields and is used for various small businesses, right? So, this is how they get it. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay. Next is what we get is the connection. We're not getting space here, so I'll try to write it. Okay, here two markets. We have okay. Next one is about the communication. Now, what is the communication? How do the people of Palampur communicate? Well, as we all can see that well connected neighboring villages with Raiganj within the 3 kilometers, proper transportation including bullock carts, tongas, bogies carrying jaggery, also motor vehicles like you know motorcycles, jeep, tractors, and trucks are available for easy transportation. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, next one is about the nearest town. What can we know? What is the nearest town here? About the nearest town in Palampur, from the information that we have gathered, is the one and only place that is Shahpur. Shahpur. Wait a minute. Just let me write it down. Don't have any place here. Okay, here you don't need to write this part, that there is 3 kilometers well connected neighboring countries. Proper transportation is there, like you know. Here I don't have place, so I can't write it here. But you all will obviously write here. These are some which are available. Okay, so I think it is done overall. Okay, next, what we do is we will move on to the next question. Number two. What is number two question? Number two is modern farming methods require more inputs which are manufactured in industry. Do you agree? A statement is given here. What statement? Modern farming methods require more inputs which are manufactured in industry. Do we agree with this? Okay, so the answer, first you will give yes or no. The answer is yes. Yes, it is correct to say that the modern farming methods require more inputs which are manufactured in the industry. It is because the modern farming methods uh, use a high yielding variety of seeds, and these seeds require both chemical fertilizers and pesticides, agricultural implementations like tractors, and proper irrigation facilities like electric tube wells and all the elements are manufactured in industries. However, what happens on the other hand, traditional farming methods use a relatively low yielding variety of seeds and use cow dung on and other natural manures as fertilizers, which is why they are less dependent on industrial outputs. Okay, okay, I'll write it here. I'll write it with orange. This is number two, right? Okay. Yes. You just write. It is correct to say. You can write it, but I am not writing. Yes, the answer will be like this. Yes, because modern farming methods use yielding. This will be the total answer. Okay. Next question. So this is the answer of the question. Next question is, how do the spread of electricity help? How does the spread of electricity help? I'm putting it a little higher because I don't have place here. I need to write more questions too. Next is number three. Okay. So the question in Palampur, how does the spread of electricity help? Now the spread of electricity helped the farmers of Palampur as it helped in the transformation of the irrigation system of the village. So the farmer earlier used Persian wheels to draw water from wells and irrigate small fields. But after the spread of electricity, electric tube wells replaced these Persian wheels, and the first tube well was installed by the government, but later private tube wells were also settled by the farmers, resulting in the cultivation of the entire 200 hectares of irrigated land by the 1970s. So in the first question you have seen that the cultivated land, irrigated land, and all these irrigated land is 200 hectares. We have already written that, right? So this is the answer. You can take a look. I'm writing it here. Again, I'm reading the answer. If you have any problem, you can write it down. You can tell me in the chat. I hope there is no problem in these things. Okay. So as you see, the spread of electricity helped the farmers of Palampur. Okay, this line you don't need to really uh, write. The spread of the, till this part you can write. And the farmers earlier used Persian wheels to draw water from wells and irrigate small. But after this, that the the spread of electricity, this was replaced. This was replaced. Okay. Next one. We have got this right. Next, after number three, we will be doing number four. Is it important to increase the area under irrigation, and why? Okay. So the answer it is important to increase the land irrigation, because farming is the main source of income for the maximum part of the population in India, and is only less than 40% of the land is to cultivate in the country, and farmers are dependent on the erratic monsoon season. And if the rainfall is less, the farmers are bound to suffer a very major loss. So if the water is provided from irrigation to the farmers for a large portion of land, it would give better output and make more land cultivate in India, and also encourage farmers to take up newer farming methods without the fear of suffering loss. So yes, you can say it is important to increase the area under irrigation. I will be writing the answer. If you feel like, you can jot down the points or even the answers. Okay, I think I need a good place now. Okay, now next one. Number 4. This is the answer. Now this is number 4. Okay, so after number 4, we will be directly moving on to number 5, right? So what is the answer? Now what we need to do here is to construct a table on the distribution of land among mm, among the 450 uh, families of Palampur. Okay. Now I don't know how I will create it, number 5, but I think I can show you the table. I can just show you the table. Okay, can you see? Here, the area of land that is being cultivated, the area of land that is being cultivated is, and the number of families. We do it as both. Then the area of land cultivated is 0. Then the number of families will be 150. Less than 2 hectares, then it will be 240. More than 2 hectares, it will be 6. 6. Okay, understood. So we have already done the number 5. I won't be writing there. You have already seen this. You can pause it and draw the table again and do it. Okay. Now next I will be moving on to the next question, which is number 6. I hope you can see. In number 6, the question is, why are the wages for farm laborers in Palampur less than minimum wages? Let's see. Let's see if we can answer this question. This is very easy. This is asking about the wages for the farm laborers in Palampur. The answer will be that there are many, landless farm laborers who are paid less than the minimum wages in Palampur, and the government declared wage for a farm labor is rupees 30 per day, but the competition of work among the farm laborers is very high, so which is why people agree to work for lower wages. So this is the reason why people agree to work for lower wages. Okay, so this is number 6, and okay, I'm just rubbing this because I don't have place here to write anything else, but you will write the whole thing. So this is next after number 6. uh After number 6 we will be moving to uh number 7. Number 7, what is number 7? Let's see. Number 7, the question is, in your region, wherever you live in the country, talk to two laborers. Choose either farm laborers or laborers working at construction sites. What wages do they get? Are they paid in cash or kind? Do they get work regularly? Are they in depth? Okay. Now this question you must do it and tell. I can't do anything about this. Okay. Next, number 8 is, what are the different ways of increasing production on the same piece of land? Use examples to explain. Okay, so the answer is, to grow more than one crop on a piece of land during the year is known as multiple cropping, and it is the most common way of increasing production on a given piece of land. And the best example of this is the cultivation in Palampur. In Palampur, jowar and bajra grow during the rainy season, followed by potato between October and December. And during the winter season, what wheat is shown in the field. The main reason for this, the well developed system is system of irrigation. So okay, I don't have place here, but I have place here. There are at the end of your this chapter, there is this place. So I will be writing here what number 8 we are doing. Okay, number 3, we have already discussed, right? Next we get is number 4. Again, I'm showing you all the answers till number 8. This is number 4. Please write it down if you can. After this, again, number 5, I have already shown you about that, the constructing about the table. Next, we will move on to number 6. In here, okay. Now, number 8 that we get. So these are the answers that we get. You can take a look at the answers. I don't know why it's not moving, but it's okay. Okay. After we have done till number 8. Again, if you want to see the answer of number 8, please, this is the answer that has already been set here. To grow more than one crop at a piece of land, what happens on a piece of land during the year is known as multiple cropping. It is the most common way. It is the most common way. Okay. Next is about the examples. We can give some examples too in here so that it helps. Uh, in here, we can give the examples that in Palampur, jowar and bajra grew during the rainy season, followed by the potato between October and December, and during the winter season, wheat is shown in the fields. And the main reason for this, the well developed system of irrigation. So this is the answer. Next is number 9. About number 9, describe the work of a farmer with 1 hectare of land. So the answer for this can be, a farmer with 1 hectare of land will be called as a small farmer, right? They Here is question number 9 we are doing, right? You can see the answer here. Okay. So the answer for this question is, a farmer with 1 hectare of land will be called a small farmer, right? And since the area of the for the cultivation is small, the outcome may also not be high. So in order to able to yield the land in the best possible way, the farmer needs money, and this money is borrowed from a money lender at a high interest rate, and at times may also have to work as a farm laborer for the money lender. So once the farm is cultivated, the produce has to be divided for personal use and for selling in the market. Whatever profit is earned, the farmer has to usually give it away to the money lender, and the little sum of money is left for the use of the farmer himself, and the only help a small farmer gets is that of his family members, no one else. So let's quickly write here. This is number 9. Okay. After this, a farmer with in now from this all the things we have learned about the many things, the location, the total area of village, the about the medical facilities, the education facilities, the market facilities, the electricity supply facilities, the communication facilities, nearest town facilities, and etc etc, many more about village farming. Now question is about number 10. um, I hope you can see the screen. Number 10 is, how do the medium and large farmers obtain capital for farming, and how it is different from the small farmers, right? So the answer for this is very easy. You can say that large and medium farmers sell surplus farm products. Today morning in the session, I've already told you, right, about what is surplus farmers, surplus products, right? So surplus products from a part of their produce, and the a part of the earnings is saved and kept for buying capital for the next season, and a few of them give away the saving to small farmers, right? A very few of them give the savings to the small farmers and loans at high interest rates and get back the amount by the next session or season. So thus they are able to arrange for the capital for farming from their own interest. So some or from their own savings. So some farmers might also use the savings to buy cattle trucks or to set up shops. This is also you can do. So after 9 we will be doing, this is number 10. So this is the answer. Next question is, on what terms did Savita get a loan from Tejpal Singh? In the story, there is a story from Savita getting a loan from Tejpal Singh. And the next question is, would Savita's condition be different if she could get a loan from the bank at a low rate of interest? Answer. What is the answer? The Savita can get a loan. Savita got a loan from Tejpal Singh at the rate interest of 24% for 4 months, and also had to work for Tejpal Singh as, a laborer at the wage of rupees 100 per day during the harvest season. So the case would have been different if Savita would have taken a loan from the bank, or it is because the rate of the interest would have been lesser than what the Tejpal Singh has asked from Savita, right? So and also she would have been able to pay complete attention to our own field during the time of harvest. So this is the total answer, that is number 11. This is number 11. Please see the answer that I am writing here. Okay. Next question. So this is the answer. Next, about number 12. What does this question tell us about? Talk to some old residents in your region and write down a short report on the changes in irrigation and changes in production methods during the last 30 years. Now this you have to write. I can't tell what your in your old region old residents must have told, right? So this time I won't be telling this. Next, we are not doing number 12. We are doing number 13. Okay. What is number 13? The 13 is what are the non-farm production activities taking place in your region. Make a short list. What is the non-farm productions in a region that might be happening? Let's write a little bit about it. This is number 13. These are the answers. Next, the non-farm production activities take place in a region. That those are what are those? Those are dairy, transportation, transportation, mining, fishing, general stores, and etc. etc. So this is number 13. Right now, number 14. What is the answer? what can be done so that more non-farm production activities can be started in the villages? The answer is to promote more non-farm activity in the villages. The following steps must be taken. The steps must be taken. The first step, only three steps you write. Don't write more. You will get the marks. Don't worry. The first step you can write is loans must be available for people at lower interest rates so that they can start up the non-farm activities. Number two is proper markets should be set up so that the produced goods can be sold. And last but not the least, number three, the concerned authorities must set up better transportation between cities and villages so that the produced goods can be transported to cities and more money can be earned through the non-farming activities. Right. This is uh, these three are the points you can easily write out. This is number 14. Right? So the first one again, I'm writing. The first one is loans must be available for people at low interest rates so that they can start up the non-farm activities. Number two is proper markets should be set up so that produced goods can be sold. And last but not the least, number three, the concerned authorities must set up better transportation between cities and villages so that the produced goods that can be transported to the cities and more money can be earned through the non-farming activities. Okay, so these all were the 14 14 questions. And now what we are going to do is I will be showing you the total answers. Okay, so the first answer here, I have written it, you can see it. This is the first answer. Number two answers, all the answers, you can see the numbering 2, 3, 4. Then I have not written number 5 because it had to construct a table and I don't have place here. I've already shown you how to do the table, right? Next, after number 5, there is number 6, this, orange box. Then number 8, you can see. Then you can see number 9, then 10. Now number 11 is written here, you can see this yellow part, the Savita and Tejpal Singh's story. Okay, number 12 is to talk with some old residents. This is an optional question. If you want to do this optional question, then you can do it, but I won't force you. You can write if you want. You can do this activity. This is optional as it is already written. Number 12. Now, next, number 13, the red part, you can see the red part, and number green, the green part is number 14. So I hope I have already shown you, I have already shown you this. Okay, so this was the end of the class. I hope you have enjoyed my class. If you like my videos, if you like my classes or teaching methods, then please like and subscribe my channel. If you want to suggest more ideas on what should I post on my YouTube channel, or how should I improve in my teaching methods, then please do comment below. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you and have a nice day. In the next class, we will be starting the next chapter, the second chapter of economics, as the people as resource. This is the second chapter of economics. We will be starting that. So thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.